Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis for PhoenixGenesis.com and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Fry Camp. We're playing Minecraft on PlayStation 4 in my Phoenix Genesis survival world with the Natural Texture Pack. And I wanted to show you one of my recent new creations. It's a giant horse stable slash barn. You could use it for either one. I'd rounded up a lot of horses in a hurry because I have a giant ravine over here and the poor horses were about to fall to their death. Some I tamed, some I didn't. I don't remember which are which now. I should have labeled them. But anyway, I love this barn. It took me about a little under a week to build. It's not that resource intensive. The main problem with the barn is that it's just big, so building it in survival takes a lot of time. But I've built other big barns slash stables in my Phoenix Genesis world. Check out the videos on those. So I wanted to do something epic once again. It goes with this funky farmhouse and root cellar, which we'll save for another video. But let me just kind of take a quick fly through. And again, I mirrored my world in creative so I could do these kind of fly throughs very quickly and also be able to show you like roof patterns, because I think the roofs are critical. I don't like building shell houses because this is a survival world. I like all my homes to be fully functional, and that's really what I want to do, is show you different variety of types of things you could build and live in, from caves to skyscrapers to horse stables, barns, underground forts, ravines. I mean, why not? If you can imagine it, you can live in it. You don't have to be kind of pedestrian and boring. So I really just like this. So anyway, keys to building something like this, using different colored wood. Here you see we have some dark oak logs, and then for our planks we alternate with spruce, and then tip it with at the end with oak. And you could do any color, but just having a little contrast and a little depth, having overhangs, having thickness to your build. Having multiple levels of depth, where you come in here and see we have these upside down stairs. We've got 2 levels of planks. We've got different colored planks at the bottom. These grass paths give a little indentation, and just all that adds a nice feel to it. Adding some of these fencings right here also for lighting, and a little bit of diagonal patterning with the red and white clay, hardened clay. I think that just really just kind of makes the build feel nice and big and epic. So let's just go down here and take a peek. See, oops, we fell in the water. And again, like hidden lighting, like just putting some I use a lot of backwards jack-o'-lanterns. I think those came out really nice. And things you would have in a barn, like, hey, I have an anvil on the other side. Let's go in here. Again, having these upside down stairs really give a little depth, and then putting these jack-o'-lanterns down give it a natural light. And these are hidden jack-o'-lanterns in this little melon, hay bale, and jack-o'-lantern installation piece I have here, for lack of a better word. Some armor for ready to go so you can ride your horses. And again, I could have done this whole bottom with hay, but I decided to keep it grass because I might swap it out and eventually put farm animals in here, share some farm animals. If some horses die on some adventure, someone get blown up by a creeper or get shot by a skeleton or whatever might happen to them. There's Pegasus, is the one I named it. If you saw an earlier video, I named him Pegasus because he was precariously balanced. He looked like he was flying, and I kind of pushed him in there, so I named him Pegasus. I think that's the only one I've named. Again, shoot me some names, and I'll be happy to accommodate. And I want to show you just again adding patterning. I like different colored the red and white glass, so I can kind of see the horses when I'm upstairs doing other things in survival, and just adding a little depth with these slabs of different colors and patterning. I think that just looks really, really nice in the ceiling. And the barn is a little asymmetrical. I just kind of built around the horses because I was lazy and I didn't want to move them all, and I didn't want them to run away. So, but that works because I don't think you always have to be perfectly symmetrical. You can to a point, but then you can also be a little funky with your build as well and be a little off-kilter. And I think like over here you can see it's a little like off-kiltered right here, but it adds a little fun sometimes to the build. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. You just build around the environment. So here I just love a couple of things. I love the carpeting pattern with the glass, and I just the red and white, I just think it looks really clean and like racehorse-ish. for lack of a better term. And the yellow flowers just kind of pop it out. Now we have a bunch of different colored flowers, but since I started building this area when only we had red and yellow flowers, I just kept with the red flowers outside and yellow flowers inside. And I did that on a couple builds which were earlier because I don't know, I just thought they looked good. Another thing too, the stairwell, I always like to cover up with trap doors so that way my floor is even and I can walk across it. And even though this is just a ladder to go down, kind of like my fire escape, I still match this pattern for balance. And also here I matched it with the hidden lighting, so that way it kind of mirrors the ceiling and floor mirror yet, and it makes the lighting, I don't know, it adds more patterning to the build and it keeps the lighting hidden. And also not that you really see this on the ground, but I still like to have these kind of patterns right here. Does that look right? Maybe just looking. Yeah, I think the way it's lit, that should be dark out. I think I did it right. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart right there. Let's go down here. So for the dining area, I just tried to keep it really open and simple. And again, I love these end rods because they're nice and white. And you just put these little bushes on top, and they match the quartz and kind of the white carpeting. And it also gives us nice lighting. And just throwing signs right here, it keeps with that wooden rustic theme, and makes the quartz kind of blend in a little better. And because I don't want to make it look too modern, but I did want a clean look to the dining area. And then over here we just got our typical brewing area. Guys all know what this is. Our little brewing stands, anvils, cauldrons, chests, just all the things you need for brewing. And over here, I do like too how I use the log pattern in the center here and that's hidden lighting right there because it matches the logs on the outside of the build. And I think it's nice to bring in some of the patterning of the inside, outside, and vice versa. And then this is our level 30 enchantment area. And we've got some chests there for your lapis or books that you would need. And then our little private bed area. And yes, it's still daylight, obviously. And anyway, that's it. I hope you really enjoyed that, and I hope it inspires you to think about different things you can do and build in Minecraft. And you could actually, it's a fully functional survival home, so you don't even need to build a farmhouse. You could just live in that if you wanted to. But the farmhouse came first, so this was the afterthought. So I'm going to leave that up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, stay creative. Once again, Phoenix Genesis signing out.